Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.wordpress.com, back again with another Ferrero Friday project, and this time it's a triangle box that holds 3 Ferreros. So 3 sides means 3 Ferreros. But obviously, you know, as with all my boxes, you could use it for all sorts of things. And this one just uses a new label punch that you can see there to slot the lid into it. But it makes quite a nice spacious box. And I've decorated it using some new DSP, which is the Daisy Delight. So, without further ado, here we go. I've just done it in centimetres. If I get a chance, I'll do it in inches, but that's not always as easy as it might sound. Okay, so you're going to start off with a piece of card that is 18 by 25 centimetres. I pre-cut mine here. You're going to score the short edge at 5.5 and at 12.5. Then turn to landscape and you're going to score the long edge at 6 centimetres, at 15 centimetres and at 22 centimetres, like so. And then once you've done that, put it in, turn it round, put it in landscape so that the very short section is to the left, and this third section here we're going to mark where the midpoint is, which is at 4.5 centimetres. So on this third section, if you just mark with whatever you happen to have hand, 4.5, and the same on this section here, 4.5. Now the easiest way to do this now is actually to do the trimming now before we do anything else. So if you get your bone folder and just fold and burnish those score lines, like so. That'll make it easier for you to see where to cut. So we've got the smallest section at the bottom here, and I'm going to cut up the middle and cut away those 2 outer squares, like so. And I'm going to repeat that on the other side. So again, short section at the bottom, and just come up and cut away. And then you're going to cut away these 2 top ones. Again. So you'll have a piece of card that looks like this. Now, with your embossing tool, whatever sort you happen to have, you're going to go just very slightly to the side of that midpoint, and you're going to score down to this corner. And do exactly the same. I didn't actually manage to score on that one, so there we go. And do exactly the same on the other side. And repeat on the opposite side, so corner to just either side of that mark. And that's because it's not... There we go. So hopefully you can see those score lines there. And just fold and reinforce those. And because you come either side, you'll find it's a tiny little bit, which you might think, oh gosh, I've done it wrong. Well, you haven't. I'll show you why. It is only a smidge, but if you cut about 1 centimetre on either side to create 2 tabs, and then up here, and then at the very top, literally you're almost cutting so just a bare millimetre, and that will just help the box close over the top there. It's not enough to actually make a millimetre of difference, but it's once you've scored, if you just take a slight shave off, it just helps it fold over better. Now I'm going to decorate. Now on my original box, I used the Night of Navy on the pool party, and this time I'm going to use Daffodil Delight, which isn't a colour I use very often, but I thought it would make a nice change and a lovely, as the sun was shining, it just appealed to me. So what I've cut is I've cut 3 pieces of card and 3 pieces of designer series paper, and the card pieces are 6.5 by 6.5, 6.5 by 5.5 and 6.5 by 2.5, and then each of the DSP layers are just half a centimetre smaller, so they are 6 by 6 centimetres, 6 by 5 centimetres and 6 by 2 centimetres. Then all I'm going to do is use my snail just to layer those on top. This is lovely sort of spring-like colours on this, and you've got Pool Party and Daffodil Delight colours in there, and the Night of Navy, and really sort of lovely cheerful colours. And I just thought the Daffodil Delight would offset those centres of those daisies in the designer series paper. So once you've layered those onto card, before you create your box, we're going to put them onto our box as well. So again, just come in with our snail. The larger panel goes with the smallest panel. Just centre that, like so, and then the middle size panel goes on the opposite end. So that's what it's going to look like. Now, rather than use tape, I'm going to use my fuse on the outside edge of this. Now, the piece that you're going to actually put your fuse on is this one here, because that's the largest piece. So it just folds up like so, and you're going to line those up. So just take your fuse, which actually looks like it's run out, okay? In which case, you take your tear and tape and just put a line of that on the tab, and same, not on that side, yes, on that side. So you've got 2 pieces of tear and tape on either side. And then we just do our bunny ears, so just take up 1 centimetre of that on either end, like so. And then literally, I'll fold that so that it's on the outside, just line that up with the outside edge of the box. Put that in place, put your tape out, repeat that on the other side. So again, fold our tape so that it's actually on the outside edge of where we're going to glue. Line that up and remove. And then that's our main box created. And I say the yellow really does bring out the yellow scent of those daisies. Now all you need is just a scrap of Whisper White card, and I'm using one of the new stamp sets, which is this one here. There's a lovely happy birthday detailed one, this pretty one here, and this one here. And so I thought I'd use a slightly different one to show you how it looks. So I'm going to use this one in the middle here. And all you need to do is just pop that on one of our acrylic blocks, like so. And using my Night of Navy ink pad, just stamp at the bottom there. I've smudged it very slightly actually. It's been a bit heavy-handed, so I'm just going to repeat that over here. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. Try again, shall we? Right, okay. Then come in with your pretty label punch here and just line that up. As you can see, I've actually got that wrong. We'll use the one I smudged. Just make sure you've given yourself enough space, as I clearly didn't. and just punch through. And it won't matter too much because we're actually going to put something in the centre there, which will take, which will, can't get my words out, which will cover that mistake up. So we've stamped in Night of Navy. I'm going to come in actually with some crushed curry this time, because although it was Daffodil Delight, the crushed curry is just that little bit stronger in colour. And I'm just going to stamp You're the Best and use the 1 1/4 inch punch just to line that up and punch out. And then again, if you want to make that stand out a bit more, making sure that your fingers are clean first, not covered in ink, just roll that across the edge and you'll find that you've got a nice edge around that without actually sponging it. Because sometimes sponging can give a bit too much of an edge. And then all you're going to do is come in with some dimensionals and pop that up on dimensional in the centre, like so. And so you could layer that flat if you wanted to. And then I'm going to put, actually because it's going to hold something in place, I'm actually going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back there. Take the tape off, and then I'm literally going to line that up so that the box is there, and just pop that so that it just reaches that sort of second sort of little curve. And there you go. There's your box, which opens up. You can literally just squeeze 3 Ferrero in. It is a bit of a squeeze. Close your box up and literally just pop that behind there. And there you have a triple Ferrero box using the new Daisy Delight in some Pool Party and Daffodil Delight and Pool Party and Night of Navy. I hope you've enjoyed that, despite my fumbling and messy stamping with the stamp. Come back and see me again soon, and don't forget, if you want to buy any of these products, visit my shop, which is heidismith.stampinup.net, and go to the Shop Now button, and that will allow you to shop with me. And then don't forget to allow contact so I can send you your thank you gifts. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Come back soon.